challenges, the setbacks, the setups, the comebacks, stories, the history, the startups, the breakthroughs, the financing, the sweat, the toil, the sleepless nights, the heartbreaks, the triumphs, the business plan, the overall success in pursuing your small business dream come true in the Commonwealth of Dominica. Join veteran broadcaster Franklin Peter Moses and Mr. Donald Bocasio, highly skilled, qualified, sought-after business and entrepreneurial manager, small business development expert, and strategic business coach. Together, we're taking you and your small business to the pinnacle of success in the Dominican economic landscape. So don't miss Niche Island Small Business Buzz every Tuesdays and Thursdays right here on Q95 Radio, big station.
Foundation of introduces its Small Business Advisory Services. Get the help and support you need to run your business effectively. Come see us on 9 Great Marlborough Street, Roseau. Let us assist with having your company registered, developing marketing and business plans, record need to knows and provisions for social security, income tax, and VAT. You won't be left in the dark anymore. Let us hand over your key to unlock doors for success. PFD Small Business Advisory Services now available. Call 240-448-8631.
And this afternoon, welcome to another edition of the Christmas edition. December 1, we're getting ready to open all of the goodies for this special celebration. Business. It is going to be a very bright Christmas, and we're happy to have opened the door for all things business, all ideas business, alongside the National Development Foundation. We're getting ready. Good afternoon to you, Donald. Should I create the moon now? Our usual moon? Oh, this one. We talk first and then we go to.
Good afternoon to you, Franklin.
Good afternoon to you, Donald. How are you doing? How's the day?
Well,
yeah, I know.
I am very.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so I just want to, at this point in time, let you know that recently you found us a little somber, but just a loss in the family, and it has impacted us. So. But life goes on, nevertheless. The business of business continues to be our business.
Definitely.
Yeah. So be strong, my brother.
Yes. So good day to everybody, our listeners, of course, on Q95 FM, and of course our viewers, right? And viewers on YouTube. We are once again live. Facebook page. Yeah, and finally we are on the last month of the year, Franklin, and like you said, the month for me didn't really as I wanted to be. I just lost an uncle of mine. Even here in Dominica, like you would always have those really great uncles, right?
Absolutely.
And and he was one of those. He was one. He was one of those who kind of raised me as a kid, and he was a tough guy, He used to work as a bouncer. So when I was still small, he would tell me, you have to learn how to, to be out there in the streets. You cannot just be inside there, studying and that kind of thing. That's good, but
you gotta
come with me.
Street smart.
Yes, that kind of thing.
There,
Yeah. So he was 80.
80. All right.
So,
well,
a lot of people say he already lived a full life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So rejoice in that fact.
Definitely.
And, make him happy by living a good life.
Definitely. Just want to kind of honor him for like a few seconds. So just want to say rest in peace to Uncle. Right. So Franklin, thank you so much for everything that you did. So
that's okay, bro.
Yeah. I think much of my street smarts came from him, uncle of mine who was a police officer.
Oh yeah.
So so these are the types of uncles that
you got to toughen up.
You have to toughen up.
You got to toughen up.
And I also grew up with a number of aunties.
And they make you toughen up.
Well, they're on the other side, you know.
Yeah. I
They
understand.
taught me the
The
softer,
softer, the emotional side.
yes,
Yeah,
of things, you
yeah.
know.
That's what they do.
Yeah,
They do
but
it so well.
you know,
Okay.
but like you said, you know, life must go on, right? And you know, the show must go on
Yeah.
for us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So and you see, what he had, Franklin, is
Yeah.
like a prostate related
Oh,
disease, and you know,
yes.
even here in Dominica, we know a lot of men
Men who
are
have
suffering, you know.
suffering is a
So that is why,
challenge.
yes, that is
Yes.
why it's advisable, especially when you, I think, reach the age of 40 and
Mm-hmm.
above. I
Mm-hmm.
think you have to do your like annual checkups already.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I just had a conversation with our good friend Mervin.
Oh, we're moving.
Right. Yeah. And
Next door. All
yes,
right.
and he told me that is something that he was doing that time. You know,
Okay.
doing these tests,
Yes, yes.
and it's very important. You
Like
know,
PSA tests and yeah,
yes, because as they say, prevention
it's a
is
lot better. Yeah.
always
And it's
better than the
recommended by
cure.
40 to have your a male examination to check on your prostate.
Definitely.
And do not delay to do it. It may be a little temporarily
Mhm.
uncomfortable, but afterward, for your life's sake, you get accustomed to it. Yeah.
Definitely.
It's 4:20 in the afternoon today,
Mhm.
Tuesday. It is the early part of December. And it's a December to remember right here on Q95. I'm trying not to be as excited as I normally are because, as we normally are, because of the sentimental movement and
Yes.
season at this point in time.
But
So
you know, you mentioned already Christmas is coming,
it's
right?
here.
Yes, definitely, it's here already.
Yeah.
And
So we're in the month of December, and
yes.
it has to come. Well,
and I know it has been like a tradition already for
Mhm.
us to count the days, to
Mm,
do a countdown,
I'm
right?
waiting on you because we're going to add some more
Mhm.
regarding you and myself that people
Definitely.
don't know.
So I'm okay now. You know,
Okay.
I'm in my
happy.
you know, in my nature isle small
Oh,
business
with
buzz.
yes.
I just
Okay.
want to kind of I just want to like give my uncle that kind of moment,
Yes.
you know,
Yep. Absolutely.
on air. And I think for a lot of us out there, a lot of our elderly, because he was an elder, you know,
Yeah.
we really have to take care of them. You know,
Mhm.
I was raised to really respect
Yes.
and even revere, you know, our elders. You know,
I was brought up like that.
yes, our
Even
elderly, especially.
the neighbors
Mhm.
could correct you.
Definitely.
You know.
So yeah, we have to take care of them, because if not for them, we're not.
I know. For every reason and every season.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm here because not only just my additional extended family. I had one particular aunt who focused prayer on me 24/7.
Mhm. Exactly.
There was one, you know.
Oh
Her
yeah,
name is Josephine Ismail.
those prayer warriors in our lives.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know.
invaluable,
Yeah.
invaluable. By the way, Franklin,
Yeah,
speaking
man.
of Christmas, you know, because today is over,
Yes.
technically over
Yeah,
already.
of course, it's after
So
4.
we actually only have
Mhm.
22
2
days
days. And how many
to
days?
go before Christmas.
How many days to shopping? 21
Yes.
days. How many?
And because of that,
Yes.
I have a little surprise for you. I have for you.
Pass this there for me.
It's in the bag.
Yeah. Okay.
I have, since we're talking about 22 days to go before Christmas.
Tell Mr. Kike. Oh, it's a hat. Oh my goodness! It's a hat, isn't it?
It
And it lights
is.
up. Oh my goodness!
It is.
I'm gonna have so much fun with it. Let me show my folks. Let me show my folks. So those of you can see it on Facebook and YouTube. That's where we are in Dominic, and we're beginning to celebrate in a big way. This is the
Uh-huh.
first time I'm putting that on. I look like Santa's nephew, except I've been a tropical nephew. Is it all right? It's so good.
It should be okay.
I'm going to talk pure Dominican. So good. All right, so we got it on here.
Yes.
Part of the festive season. So my birthday is on the 13th of December.
True.
And Donald's birthday is on the So we're planning our own party. We have all
So
the
yours is on what? The
13th, which is the
13th.
wins.
And
I will check it
I'm
again.
on the 9th.
Yeah, and
So that means we're all
mhm.
Sagittarians.
Yeah, and we're having our get together.
Wow.
We're having the get together at one of the clients who have been here, and they would say, "Well, not much. They can have an hour by
Yes.
them." So we want to thank you. We're gonna try to recap and have, well,
Mhm.
okay, but we're going to be speaking this one liner
Yes.
for all of the folks that we've had. We take a break at the end of the year and we come back and we come back tighter and better. And for Christmas,
Mhm.
we're going to be going around. Well, that's more for us. Everybody who has a business on the roadside, so
Try to
for
fix
5 minutes,
my.
we will find you and we come live on the radio for a small fee, of course. And exactly whilst they're hearing us talking to you
Mhm.
on the radio is the time for sale. And then we stop, no more sale. So follow
Yes,
Q95, follow the arrow, the big station.
definitely. But Franklin, before we move along, right,
Mhm.
we need to speak with someone.
Well,
Yes.
they're on hold.
Mhm. And of course, this person we're going to talk about something very important, right? Because today we are also observing something, a day, right? All right. So for those who are wondering what we are, talking about today, we are also observing World Futures Day, right? So that is World Futures Day. Okay. So just a little information about this, right? World Futures Day is celebrated on the 2nd of December, right? And it is being observed to promote inclusive and transdisciplinary discussions on the future, Franklin, right? So it focuses on how to use foresight and anticipation to navigate challenges like technological innovation, the climate crisis, and demographic shifts through proactively or proactive policy making. So that is World Futures Day, and on air is someone who leads the way when it comes to like policy making over at our institution at the NDFD, but of course at the same time being a leader in the society, he also, in my view, influences, of course, policies here on the island that affect or will affect all of us in the future. So we have on air, of course, our executive director, Mr. Cletus Joseph or Joseph.
Good afternoon to you, sir.
I got
You
a
with
little
me?
excited there, man.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Okay, sir.
Doing?
Yes, we're here.
Good afternoon to you, Mr. J, and yeah, happy December.
Oh, thanks. New month. Happy new month, as my
Yes,
African
happy
friends
new
say.
month. That definitely. So
Yeah.
we just want to give you like a few minutes to talk to us about World Futures Day, and should we approach this as as a nation. At the same time, what are we doing over at NDFD, in relation to, of course, preparing our institutions for, our institution for the future.
Well, yeah, let me say good afternoon to you and good afternoon to all the listeners
Yeah.
to Small Business
Yes, sir.
in collaboration with NDMB and Q95 FM. Well, it's interesting that there is a World Futures Day, and it's been running for a few years now, I believe. But as time goes by, as we navigate this life, you have to anticipate what is the future going to be like, and that includes what are the changes that are happening now, and what impact is it going to have in the future, and how do you prepare to deal with it, and dealing with it in terms of how are you going to utilize it? How are you going to prepare to utilize it? If you see even in those things any benefit that can be accrued from those changes that are happening right now. And I must say it would be foolhardy of any organization not to think of the future and that's what you work towards, having a better brand for the benefit of the organization and all of its stakeholders. So this is there. Now we will note that there are different things that impact us now and the future. You have things like technology development and AI, new technologies that come on. I was just reflecting earlier. I mean, when I went to school, you hardly heard or saw a computer. I don't want to give people any indication as to how old I am.
Oh, how young you are.
But it's something that maybe was just creeping in, and there was uncertainty about it. But you had to prepare yourself for being able to utilize it if and when and how it comes about. So you had to do that. Now, this thing is like a part of our daily lives now. It's like nothing really gets done without, some technology coming in. We see things like currencies going digital, and you have the cryptos and all of that sort of stuff that eventually is going to have an impact on us, even if we are still unsure as to what it is. And we also have to note that every development has at least two sides. Yeah? And one is the good, or the good that you expect to derive from it. And you also have the unintended circumstances that will accrue from it, either deliberately or not. I was looking at reading an article not too long ago, and this famous author was noting the sort of impact that AI, particularly with the ChatGPTs and will be having or are having on education, and particularly tertiary education.
Okay. Yes.
So essentially, you give a student an assignment, and they sit at home, they put in a few prompts, and it writes a dissertation for them, or that sort of thing. And the educational institutions are now battling with how do they deal with that, because yes, they encourage persons to use the technology, but how do they use it? You don't want to use it in a way that retards even the growth and development of the students themselves. So these are the things that you have to do. Now, an organization like NDFD, I mean, in the era of ChatGPT, well, AI, let's say on a whole, must be able to adapt and see how it can utilize this for the benefit of itself and its clients, its staff members and other stakeholders. And Donald, you will know what we have gone through over the last few months in terms of developing our plan, which will lead NDFD into the future. And we did discuss the impacts of those artificial intelligence and technology, adopt it, and which ones we do, and all of that stuff. And so it gives us the opportunity to think down the road, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years down the road, and everything in between. And we also have to note that while we make those plans, we always have to bear in mind the context of the situation and how rapid things can change. For instance, in 2017, we did not foresee Hurricane Maria affecting us in that manner. Neither did we see in 2020, 21, 22, the COVID-19 pandemic. So you have different things that impact the future, and they come sometimes in unexpected ways. Political disturbances, political upheavals, changes in, let's say, governments and policy, and those things are important that we have to prepare for as to how they can change our future. we in the Caribbean, we're a small fish on the global market. And when there's a saying, when elephants fight, the ants and the mice have to mind themselves because they may get trampled on, and we have to be aware of those types of things. So it is important that we really do prepare and, ourselves for those eventualities, those good things that can come out of the changes that will come, and the circumstances which may not always be what we anticipate. So we also have to prepare for that.
All right. Very insightful from our executive director in connection with the World Futures Day. So thank you very much again to you, Edie, Mr. Joseph, for that very timely and relevant message.
You are most welcome.
Just before you leave, just give me a brief overview and a synopsis about our exercise that we've had for the majority percentage of the days, approximately close to over 80, 90 package episodes that we've had. We're going to revisit them and see what is your idea or your concept of the impact we've had in this collaboration in terms of bringing the pool of all peoples of businesses of all stratas from. We've covered basically the entire ambit.
Oh, Ivan, wonderful. I think you guys are celebrating now. We've really had through the Dominican listenership. I know we have, you guys have created, we have created a good loyal following and listenership to this program. There are persons who I'm sure are religiously tuning. And I know that because I get the feedback. People say, I always listen to your guys on the radio and how it is impactful. Importantly, the persons that are featured, the small and micro opportunity to be featured on the program is important, and there's good exposure for them. There's good ocean advertising for them and for their business ideas, and also the sort of feedback that they can get in real time on their products, their services, cannot be underestimated, because marketing in itself is encompasses being able to get feedback directly from the customers, that you serve, and what an opportunity that people put their products or services out there and they get directly from the customers. This is what I like about it. This is what I don't like, and I'm looking forward to it. And they get a real-time feedback. So this is a very interesting avenue that a lot more of the small and micro enterprises receive. They can get from that. So they are very impactful, very interesting, and I would encourage a lot more of these small and micro enterprises, this forum for making people aware that they are there. Because first of all, if the customers are not aware that you are there, then there's no way that they're going to know what you offer, what your offering is. So that's just a starting point. So it's important to take. And I am happy with the progress that we have made on this. And I look forward to, as we wind down 2025, because essentially we are in December and we wind down 25, and then we look into the future, 2020, it is that we're going to do to enhance this program. So again, future comes into play one time to develop the program and make sure that we can maximize the output of it for the benefit of all. So, I want to tell you guys congratulations on the work that you have done and how you've etched yourselves in people's memories.
Thank you, sir, for giving us a great opportunity to depend on you with a credible source, with trusted source, with over 40 years of experience And this is the brainchild and idea of Mr. Sheridan Gregoire, and we're happy to have you to really be. It's a win-win situation. So we provide the platform, you provide the sources and the information. Most importantly, the training, the information. So we catapulting it to the new stratosphere in 2026. We're giving you 26 more reasons to listen to Nature Island Small Business Buzz. Thank you very much. You want to talk to your ED?
No, it's okay.
You won't get you won't get paid. I'm telling you. Good afternoon. Enjoy the season, sir, and kiss your lovely wife. She's our pillar listener. She calls me and said, "Who you have?" in advance. So thank you very much, Brenda, for and you
definitely.
And you guys
That's
are
our
great
number
company.
one,
Number one
Facebook.
From day one, bring details
And
with encouraging.
speaking of number one, we also have the other number one on YouTube this time,
Okay.
Mr. Erickson Lewis.
Mr. Erickson, thank you very much.
Of course,
Yes.
one of our directors.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
So Franklin,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
We already have our guest this
He's right here.
afternoon. He's right there. And it's quite, I think it's quite timely because we just spoke with Mr. Joseph with regard to World Futures Day,
Yes.
right? And you know what they say about if something is a person,
Mhm.
we have here someone. If probably the future is person,
The future is indeed a person, a real estate person.
so definitely definitely a pillar when it comes to, of course, preparing a nation for the future, especially when it comes to digital space or digital transformation.
Mhm.
Right? I think most of you read our flyer that was circulated. So he is, of course, the CEO of Tong Commerce,
Mhm.
right? Commerce.
Right in town.
Yes, definitely. We have Mr. Robert Tong, right?
Robbie.
Robbie, how are you, sir?
Everything's
Good afternoon.
Hustling and butching and rushing.
Yes.
Let's put the microphone a little closer to your
Yes.
mouth. Let's bring it closer to you.
So
Rushing
that's better.
and
Yes.
driving as quickly as possible and making the
Definitely.
wrong turn. Instead of going to Newtown, I was going to Stockford to drop off my son.
Oh my God,
Okay.
But I made it on time, and I was listening to the program. And
Okay.
definitely.
Yeah.
your CEO is correct. We have to prepare for the future.
future,
But I
yes.
want
We
to
have
actually
to,
say the
yes.
future is actually here right now.
Well,
It's
tell
here
us,
already.
you know,
Yes.
Tell me
Tell us
how
more.
to
Yes.
access that future, because
Yes.
I want to know. So Robert Town.
So
No,
the
most-
floor is yours,
Most,
Mr. Tong.
most definitely. Many of us have been hearing about artificial intelligence.
No, let's talk it.
And that is basically what is real and what is happening right now. And from a NDFD context, we have many small businesses who want to be big businesses.
Mhm.
And the question is, how can you use technology to make your small business a big business?
No, we're talking.
And that is actually possible
No.
with technology.
Especially with AI, which is
And
instant.
if AI
Global
even,
instant.
even makes it instant. Nowadays, everybody wants instant responses.
Mhm.
So no longer I want to call the bank and hear for customer service, press 1, for this press 2, for this
Mhm,
press 3,
mhm.
for this press 4. What I want to do is to call and say, hey, I want X, Y, and Z pieces of information, and get that
Mhm.
information immediately,
Mhm.
correctly, all the time, with no attitude. And these things are possible.
Mhm.
You can create your websites right now because it's all about presence. If you don't have a presence, like what's his
Yeah.
name, Signman says,
If you don't sign without a business
business
sign, is a
a
sign of no business. I
And,
love
and,
that.
and the same applies so that if you are not exposed to the wider world or the
Mhm.
internet, where everybody's on their phone practically maybe 8, 9, 10 hours a day,
Yeah.
that you are actually missing out.
Okay. Specifically, Robbie, what and how can we tap into it? Give us a rundown structure.
There are many platforms. The one that everybody knows about is ChatGPT.
Yes.
But the thing is that most times people just use it for the basic.
Yes.
the
What are
basic-
the additional functions for activating increased business, increased traffic, increased customers? How can one utilize maybe ChatGPT or any AI product?
Consider ChatGPT as a consultant.
Right.
So
So,
you-
let me get it clear. So you are suggesting in business, although you may eliminate maybe a researcher, or you just would streamline your business much better if you had access to the vast creative resources of AI. In other words, I can do without a secretary. Just command the AI to type a letter for me. So how does it streamline?
In a
Yes.
sense, so it allows one to be a lot more effective
Okay.
and a lot quicker,
Mm.
and to allow you to deal with the issues that are more important. So you don't want to waste 10, 15 minutes writing a letter. So you could go to the AI and say, hey, prepare a letter to XYZ along these lines, and it'll prepare it for you. But a lot of people let's use it for these basic functions, but you can use it for a lot more. So let's say you have a coffee shop. You can say, hey, I have a coffee shop in Rosa Dominica. Context is very important. In Rosa Dominica, my target market is the cruise ship people. They come here once or twice. Or you can actually just upload the schedule, the entire schedule, and then you say, hey, provide me with a marketing plan to attract these individuals. So because I want adverts on LinkedIn, on Facebook. So you can tell it all the different platforms that you actually use, and it'll give you the information to do that and to provide adverts for each one.
So you can actually like a really long instruction.
Correct.
To it, not just like a simple thing.
Yeah. Garbage in, garbage out. So if I say, hey, I have a shop and I want an advert, it's going to give you a basic advert. But if you tell it you have a coffee shop located in Roseau, this is your target, it'll give you a lot more pointed in. Important.
Donald, I'm going to ask a question that is I call it bilateral. Do you intend at this point in time, knowing that you're a businessman, I know we grew up together, you've been into government, you've been in, especially spearheading a group of companies, will you be interested in training people for business management? Because you're into real estate, you own all kinds of stuff, so to speak. But how do you encourage other people to access? Because it's accelerating so fast. Would you like to tell people this is time to learn AI?
If I would tell them that now,
yes.
No,
is it too late?
No, they have to. They have to.
Yes.
So AI is already like a requirement in your view. Like if you are a small business owner, you have to learn how to properly use AI.
In business, there's something called a learning curve.
Okay.
So you want to make a certain amount of money. Take you X amount of time to do that, and you're going to make X amount of mistakes.
Follow your curve.
You have a researcher who has all of that vast information for you, and you can say, hey, how do I get there without making these same mistakes that other people have made? So as opposed to breaking even in business after 2 years, you could technically break even in 6 months because you are having information to do it the right way. You're getting adverts created. So even down to the creation of adverts, it can actually do that all for you. The text, even down to if you pay 20 US a month. I didn't want to pay it.
That's the thing though. Like some of them might say, but we have to pay. It might be a little too much. I mean,
that's $53.
So
what do you tell them?
Perspective is everything. I said the same thing. I said, why do I want to pay $50 a month?
Yes.
For a better version. And I said, something, there's certain things that I wanted to do. So I wanted better information, I wanted better advice. By doing that, it gave me better advice.
Hold on.
One second. Then, very importantly too, I could say, hey, I want a speech. Give me a better speech.
Okay.
From a business standpoint, I want to make an advert. It'll give me the advert. Then I can say, hey, give me the artwork. And it'll actually create the artwork.
Wow.
For you. So as opposed to spending $500 to get I'm not belittling anyone. As opposed to paying $500 for a graphic designer to do it for you. You have a small business. Most of us cannot necessarily afford a graphic thing. It's gonna take 2 weeks to do it for you. However, something happens now and you want to jump on the bandwagon and you want it now, it'll do it for you right now. Opportunity to miss these opportunities.
Yes.
And I mean, it can go so much further, frankly.
Yeah.
So take, for example, recently.
Tell me about it.
Yes, I would like to hire a salesperson. Yes, I would like to hire a secretary. Yes, I'd like to hire a person. But when you start, you technically can't do all of that. I also needed someone to create the website and all of these things like that.
Yes.
The other program that I paid for, it created my entire website for me.
Wow.
I know.
Right? So that website, I'm not website,
servicing.
point of sale, that would have cost me maybe $10,000. It cost me $500. But again, I had to use my time to do it. But $500.
Yes. Because you still have to be there.
You have to be
you still
have to do certain things. You have to be able to think critically because sometimes you're going to get an issue and you have to be able to think properly to solve it. But here's the thing with this artificial intelligence and the using of technology, I was able to create my website so people can go on there and see the information. But like I said, people want information 24/7. Don't want information only between 8 and 4. So I started off, I created a chatbot. So the chatbot means you can go online and type on the web page and see where you're located, what time, what products you have, what prices, and it'll give that information immediately. But then I always need to do more, right? So I paid again for something called 11 Labs, whereby it changes the text to voice. And then I said, but wait a while. I saw TikTok is my thing, right? I always use TikTok. Swipe. If I don't like something, I swipe. When I see something that I like as educational, I watch it 3 times, right? Therefore, the algorithm is going to push that type of content
in you
to you. So now I was in the AI with my voice, and instead of you could click on it, and it'll actually it'll be like a phone call, right?
I tried that,
and it'll give you all of
Can we try that on air?
One second. But here's how quickly it changes. In a matter of 2 months, I saw a thing saying, hey, but there's the opportunity for to do it on the phone. So I called this guy, Epic Communications. Right?
Of course.
I got a telephone number from Epic Communications. So if you dial 81, he's a I think his mom's a trotter. I think I can't remember.
Slim one.
So if you dial 818-0022.
Eric and Philip, of course.
Eric and Philip, Epic Communications. So hopefully we're going to work together to move this to the next. So a small business can now have something like that where you can call that number and it'll speak to you and you will speak to it and it'll give you all of the information 24/7. Correct information because you're training it with what you wanted to see.
Thank you. It's tailored for you. Basically, it carries your personality.
The voice, everything, right?
Everything.
Yeah. I had to train. It's still not properly trained because I only did like an hour's worth of my voice.
Yes.
You need to do at least 2 hours.
2 hours, yes.
For it to sound more like you.
Yeah. It acquires your accent. So in
Everything.
So I was in New York, and that's about 10 years ago. So Merlin Central, the Wizard, is my neighbor. So I did a commercial for Shillingford called Promix Milk, and I'm like, if people only know, I mean, in the commercials on the radio in Dominica. Now I'm going back to the question I was about to ask you when I interrupted you. I want to educate people that when Dominica and the Caribbean are asleep, the rest of the world is awake. And the internet, well, you're making money while you sleep.
No, very true. So by having a proper website, it allows you to provide information to your prospective and to your existing clients 24/7. Not only in Roseau, not only in Portsmouth, not only in but throughout the world, right? So that again increases the potential. But like I said, once someone goes to your site, many times they have questions and they want you to answer. If you're unable to answer them quickly, they're going to go to the next one. So by using artificial intelligence in your small business, right, for a fraction of the cost, it allows you to be practically on the same scale or even at a scale than many businesses, even in Dominica.
Don't know if you're talking. Okay, so Robbie, you've had the opportunity to have your hand in many different businesses, working with your dad, from pizza to everything else. How important it is, because when I was going to school, when growing up, I'm still in school, we were taught to go to school, study, get a job. Now we're being taught, I want to teach my children, we need multiple streams of income. With AI, for those, I don't want to start a business, you could be sleeping, and I'm just, same automation, my voice, you don't know it's my voice. Not only this, there's new technology where you sound like a woman.
So the opportunities are endless, and that's, I mean, I wear many hats as part of the the curbing.
How do you juggle them as a young man?
That's a difficult one. That's a difficult one. Recently, what I've been doing is to write down like every Sunday, I prepare a list for the week.
Yes,
and then I try to break it down by day, and I also try to break it down between what I consider to be a signal and what is noise.
Okay,
this is not critical, but the signals are the most important ones. So you have to focus on hitting those important ones, because you may have a list of 20 things to do for the day, but there's only 3 of them that if you don't do it, it's going to cause an issue. So I tend to focus on the 3 things. Anything after that is cream.
It's fine.
Robbie, I know for a lot of people, it's like it's a little too much to unpack. Like today, for now, you know, when we talk about AI, is it why you establish the tongue is it focused on like sharing knowledge
Yeah, so Town Commerce
with
is basically a business that I have, but at the same time, in life you have to give to get, and the more you give
True.
is the more you get back
Amen.
at some point in time.
Yes,
love
So I've always seen myself as a mentor. Anyone who comes up to me and asks questions, I will provide them with
I can
advice
testify
as
to that.
best as I can.
I can testify to that.
So even persons who are listening to me right now say, "Hey, there's certain issues that I want to do," I call me. My number is 235-3342.
Mhm.
My phone goes off at 10 o'clock, so don't call me after 10 because you're not gonna get me. It comes back on at
10 in the mornings?
Yeah.
10 at night.
At night.
Okay, it's 4:54. Hold on, hang on a while. Let's just take a break. We've got two powerful questions coming from Mr. Robert Town, who is now juggling a number of companies, but now we're entering into the real corridors of making it easier. You don't have to work harder if you learn how to work smarter.
Definitely.
We've just realized that how time has really flown past me.
Imagine that, eh?
we're just starting in the front
I
burner.
think,
Yes.
Franklin, I think right now he's saying we have to invite back
No,
Mr. Tong for
I have a few questions again.
a lot of questions
Yes.
actually. But one thing that I think I really want to ask right now is, aside from AI, are there any other technologies? I know back in the day, social media was introduced, right? That revolutionizes, revolutionized a lot of things. And prior to that was, of course, the internet, right? Right now we're hearing AI, but are there any other, like, very futuristic technologies that, small and probably need to utilize already, sir?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot. Let's take, for example, some of the basic ones. If you have a business, you have what you call a point of sale machine. You
Mhm.
also want to accept money. So obviously, if you can want to get your service from out of Dominica, National Bank has a new service right now where you can have a virtual um, point of sale machine whereby you can accept payments for persons with credit cards out of Dominica. So there are many ways to do that. That's one way. You have Mlaja, you have things like what's it called in the States? I'm forgetting the name right now. The different payment system, but there are many payment system and digital.
Is it called Zelle?
Zelle, right?
Okay.
There's Zelle and other ones. There's PayPal, but again, many local people use PayPal, but there's
It
additional
has a
cost,
cost.
right?
It has a limitation to it.
The
Yes.
next step, if you listen, some of us like Donald Trump, some of us Donald Trump. Initially a businessman, I liked him from the start because he was a businessman, and that's what I liked him for.
Yeah.
I don't like him for politics,
Yeah.
but
I agree with
I like
you.
him as a businessman. But recently, if you listen to him, he's always talking about cryptocurrency,
So, a lot
stable
of crypto.
coins, and that is also the future. So businesses in Dominica have to begin to understand what is cryptocurrency
Right, yeah,
Mhm.
and how they can use it for. Many people now are traveling with their wallets,
And Bitcoin.
and nowadays this is the bank.
the wallet.
The bank, this is your phone is actually the bank. So you can do so many transactions.
Transfer
It's like the
from
other day
one
you
account.
saw the other day I got a text message saying that my mobile banking was down, and I almost went crazy.
Mhm.
But then I had to say, but wait a while, let me watch it first. The bank is never sent, it's not a customer WhatsApp message. The bank is not a customer sending me a text message.
Mhm.
If I look at the thing properly, it says DOMINIAA.net.
Yeah.
National Bank is .dm.
DM.
So there are lots of scams
Yeah.
and all these things. So please
Here.
Yes.
please invite me. But very important, on
Yes.
December 4th, which is on Thursday,
Mhm.
we have a cybersecurity conference at the Goodwill Parish Hall, and I'm inviting all of the small businesses. Now, many of you are going to see, many of us put cybersecurity on the side until our account is emptied or until all of our data is crossed out. and crushed, so it's very important for persons to join that program. And it's very important. Why? Because cybersecurity is real. We're seeing all of these
Yes.
attempts to steal people's, defraud people and stuff like that. So it's important for persons to attend. So
how much?
again,
How much to attend?
It's actually $0.
Zero. So it's free.
It's free. It's
Oh,
free.
okay,
So I'm
okay.
really
Wow.
encouraging persons, especially members of the NDFD,
Yes.
small business owners,
Mhm.
to take some time. It's from 9 to 12.
9 to 12.
This is not going to hurt you.
4th,
Which is on Thursday.
on Thursday, yes.
Now a person's going to say, make me waste a day's work. But guess what? You can lose hundreds of thousands of dollars if somebody takes control of your bank. Many of us have these phones. Let me ask you a question. When was the last time you upgraded your phone? Updated the software on your phone to prevent people from attacking your phone?
Ask that question again. Just ask the people. Ask everyone right now. Ask again.
Many people do not, when they see the alerts to update your phone, they don't do it. Why your phone is getting that is because there are security breaches, and you need to update your phone, your laptop, your tablet, your desktop. You need to update all of these. People are not doing this. People are putting their passwords as their children's name, their pet name. But guess what? On social media, we say who's our pet. We say who's our child. We put our date of birth. And we're doing all of these things that are exposing ourselves and our children to serious where cybersecurity comes in.
So, Mr. Tong, you don't need to be like in IT to attend that seminar, right?
No. It's really focused on business individuals, because that's where what you're seeing nowadays. To make an example, on a weekend, I have a simple website.
Yes.
I have over 200 attacks to my website.
Wow.
Right? Now, people, this is some people's job. Come to the computer, sit down and see how I can scam. If I send an email to 10,000 people, and 100 people send me $100 in one day, I'm a happy man, right? These things are happening. People are being scammed left, right, and center. People are being told, even in crypto, people are being told you can make 2% a day. And people are saying, wow, so let me try $50. And then they tell you put $100. Then you see your account grow, and you put a $5,000. Then you take a loan for $20,000. And then you say, okay, I'm ready to cash out. And then when you try to cash out, they tell you, well, pay $5,000. And they give you some other story, pay another $2,000, and all of a sudden they just disappear. So the training is to help you protect yourselves, your business, and your family. So December 4th, for sure.
For free.
For free.
No registration. So how
at this point in time we have space. So all of the business people, if you're interested, come. We will make space.
Nice.
Because we must. The same way we're saying we don't want anybody to be left behind using the technologies, you also have to protect yourself the same way.
Totally.
This is Q95, the big station breaking the big news. The Ministry of Public Works, and we're grateful here as the platform from the Italian Small Business was in conjunction with the National Development Foundation, Public Utilities, and the Digital Economy. It is a workshop. You don't want to miss it. We're breaking the news here. Cybersecurity. Are you safe with your computer? Are you safe with your phone? Safe with all of your media and connectivity via the World Wide Web? Well, the time from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. The date is December 4th. Venue Goodwill Parish Hall. Learn more about cybersecurity strategy, data privacy and protection compliance, digital and AI transformation strategy and governance, and computer incident report team, and more. The target audience, you, small and medium-sized business owners in Dominica. This is your opportunity. The cost is absolutely 100% free. You read me right? Yeah. And coincidentally, bro, we have that. Ask a question.
Well, we are just there admiring you doing that instant radio ad. You know, only a Franklin Moses can do.
Franklin. I've known Franklin all of my life, and every time I see him, I still remember at the time the insurance company.
Yes.
And he did an advert for us, and that was the most amazing advert ever.
Amazing, right?
Yeah. I didn't want to mention it because I don't want to blow my horn, but Robbie, thanks for giving me that great opportunity. I was in a and I'm doing commercials, and my brain is locked on creativity. Yes. So by the time I was at some high level, 15 and and we're drinking some beers, and I said, and I shouted, "Didn't you hear that?" And they went like, "Moses, you okay?" I heard the commercial download in my head. It's like, it's a wedding. Do you, dearly beloved, we gathered here for this coming together, the holy matrimony. And it goes like this. I wouldn't make it over. First semester, do you promise to continue to give coverage unlimitedly? Yes. Yes, I do. And you, customer, will you promise to go to first semester? Yes, I will. And it said, I know pronounced this an agreement between two consenting adults. Can I have the ring, please? And then the phone rings. Hello, first semester. To choose that for another. Let me make one for you.
I actually, again, in business, it's about seed opportunity.
Amazing.
I also have a new business. We'll talk.
Imagine that.
No, I have that under my portfolio. Not only this, I do not want done quickly. I do not want to for sensitivity and for financial business with me and at my banking institutions. One of them called me, Mr. Moses, we're sorry, but we had to block your card. Why? Somebody tried to get my account. How did they get my password? Wait, so no, I could get because my money is no longer safe.
No, remember.
I mean, they blocked it, but I had no access, which is the inconvenience. I had to go to the.
So that's when you come to this training, it helps you to do certain things because many of us use basic stuff to create our passwords, and they will say you have to begin to mix up your passwords. I remember back in the day, my password was eight characters. Now it's 16.
Yeah.
Now my password is 16 characters. It takes me about 2 weeks to learn it, right?
Wow.
Because I use a password manager. Because what happens is that all your passwords are the same. So if you compromise one, it means you've technically compromised all. So you really ought to have multiple passwords.
Okay.
Even when you go online and you go to some arbitrary website that you have to sign up, they say you should actually have a sub email address that you do this basic stuff, and one for when you use for on proper websites. So that way you get less spam, you get less import. So you have to have multiple passwords. You can't have all of your bank password the same, all your bank passwords the same, your emails are the same, your Amazon the same. It means once they catch one, they potentially.
A lot of people are like that.
Yeah, I know. I'm happy for that. But there's no. Don't talk about McAfee firewalls.
So when
anymore.
you say
they're not talk about firewalls and so on.
No, but these things are important. So
again, they reinforced.
Again,
Norton.
Again, it's all about knowledge. So the more knowledge that you have. So yes, I have. So many of us have antivirus programs on our computers.
Yes.
But how many of us have an antivirus program on mobile? Practically zero. So you have to protect. Why? Because this stores your life. Your images, some amazing images, your banking information, so much information. So you have to be able to protect it. So again, I have a great memory. So what I have is what we call a password manager. I have one extremely long password, and then that app can actually change all of the other passwords. So that once I go into that one, it gives me access into the other.
But your main password, it's something that you've memorized.
It's memorized.
I have to memorize.
18.
It's very long.
It's very long.
Okay, because you want to reduce the time. An easy password can be cracked in a very short period of time. So you want something that is longer. Remember, someone who's going to break into your house, he's going to come into the community. He's going to look at all of the 5 houses. He's not going to go after the one of the burglar bars. No. He's not going to go after the one with the dog. He's going to go after this and the same thing happens to you when it comes to cybersecurity. If you don't protect your phone, if you don't update your software, it means you're the one that they're going to go after.
Did you hear? We're moving to the finish line. Don't forget what is it again?
December 4th at the Goodwill Parish Road.
December 4th would be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, on Thursday. Say that again. All right. So we'll all be there. I'll be there because it's necessary information we need to acquire. We need to hear.
I have already read.
Yes, I'm going to re-register. Robbie, come back again.
It'll be my pleasure. It'll be my pleasure.
Definitely.
Donald, sign him up. Give him some
once again, thank you very much to you, Robert Tong, for, of course, sharing really timely insights, right? Not just on entrepreneurship, but more importantly, this ongoing massive digital shift that's happening all over us. And just like what Mr. Joseph said, we need to adapt, but when adopting, we also have to be, aware of the risks, right?
Exactly.
And we also have to be, to manage those risks. So thank you very much, and Mr. Tong, always a pleasure. And of course, for those who would like to know more about your businesses, all the things that you do, where can they go? what number can they call?
One of your best friends should be Google,
Okay.
right? So if I say it loud enough, I say, "Hey Google,"
Yes.
I say, "Hey Google, tell me Robert Tong and Dominica." Your phone will actually pick. Most times, if you have it enabled,
Mhm.
it'll come up and give you all of the information on it.
Yeah.
So if anybody
Yeah,
wants to
that
learn
is
about
it.
me, they can Google my name.
Mhm.
If anybody wants to reach out, they can also reach out the same way. And if they need any help in certain things, I'd be more than willing to help.
Amazing.
Robert, continue to stay in town. Robert Town.
Thank you.
Hey, it's a pleasure. We're talking about.
No
Thank you
problem.
very much for that information you gave us, nuggets of information. I hope you people take it seriously. It's better to plan in advance because where preparation meets opportunity, that is your destiny. Franklin Moses, Donald Bacastro, Robert Town, our guest this afternoon on Nature and Small Business. Was Thursday. Another interesting double header. We had a double header today. Donald, happy Christmas to you. Merry
You
Christmas.
too.
And it's time to make more money in town. Bye bye. Yes, come in. Hold that. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Hadna. Elas Franco, how are you doing? Things are
The
getting
time
really
is brought to you compliments the Dominica Festival Committee, Mass Dom 26.
But do you really have money to burn? What about your commitments? Have you paid your bills? What about your telephone bill, your light bill, your water bill? What are you going to use to pay your loan? A truck of stones? NCCU wants you to continue to make wise financial decisions